Hey, welcome to Talking Hawks. How are you, Chris?
Not too bad yourself.
Oh, mate. Were you expecting that?
Which part?
The comeback.
No, not no. Obviously, they got revved up at halftime by their coaching staff, and they responded. We just didn't respond to them.
I figured those missed goals those goals that we missed in the first quarter would come back to haunt us, and they did.
Yeah,
well
very
and truly.
vital. It was unfortunately just cost us, really, didn't it?
Yeah,
a little bit more scoreboard pressure, and we might have been able to handle.
They looked like witches' hats in the first half, and I think they made us look good, right? I mean, there was just no pressure from them. It was easy. Any contested football, we were winning. And all of a sudden, come the second half, they started playing contested football. They started running. Their kicks were effective, and we just couldn't hold them back.
Yeah, our ball movement was just fantastic, and yeah, totally different second half, wasn't it?
And yeah, look, Patton going down didn't help either.
I think that changed the dynamic of that forward line, and we really lost our structure when he was out.
Yeah, Patton's become a problem, mate. It's I don't know. He keeps getting injured every time he plays for us. Is he a dead duck?
Don't know. I think you've got to give him more time. He was pretty relatively cheap for us. Yeah, if we can. Well, look, that's basically next year now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give him another pre-season, time for the fitness staff to get him right, and hopefully his body can hold up.
Yeah, well, hey, welcome to all the viewers. Thanks for those who've joined us. We really love you being on here. Just remember, if you want to follow us, you can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So if you like YouTube, you can actually follow us on there. And we're streaming to Twitter as well. So welcome those who are there, and thanks for joining us tonight. So we don't have Matt tonight. Matt's not going to be with us Thursday night, so for a little bit. But don't worry, he'll be back with his luscious locks and his quippy, witty commentary. So now, mate, break down for me where did it go wrong, Chris? Where did we go wrong?
Well, besides the inaccuracy in the first half, the first half was as good as it gets, really. Our ball movement was fantastic. Yeah, nothing wrong with that first half. And yeah, they just jumped us in that second quarter, or the third quarter, sorry, and we just didn't respond. We really lacked that on-field leadership, I think, for someone to just calm the storm and just, reset and launch again.
Or to rev us up even.
Just that lack of structure up forward. We had more inside 50s and we just weren't executing.
See, I think our biggest problem in the second half was we were getting slaughtered in the midfield, absolutely slaughtered in the midfield. And we weren't doing anything to change it. It's like I think we lost we had 16-3 clearances in the second half, and they were completely destroying us, and they get first look at the ball. So
Big Boy did go in there though.
Did he?
I was waiting for the change. Big Boy went in, and we still lost it. So,
yeah.
What do you do?
Their midfield was just that good tonight. And in the second half, in the first half, it was us, but second half it was all them. So look, all credit to Essendon. I think they beat us. I think they are a better team than us at the moment. Yeah. And I was a bit surprised at how they were playing in the first half. They looked like a demoralised team in the first half, but then the second half, they hit their straps. So
I think we rattled them mentally in that first half, and they just didn't know what to do. And then
obviously
got a talking to at halftime, and they responded, and we didn't.
Yeah. Richie Blunden, he's saying Jekyll and Hyde. So you think that's fair?
Yeah, that's fair call. But look, at the end of the day, it's a good lesson for the kids to learn. You can't just take it for granted. You've got a good lead. You need to back it up and keep the good footy coming. But that's the thing. It's a game of momentum, and they got the momentum and kept it rolling. That's where we needed to stop it, and especially that free kick of Tim O'Brien's. We had possession of the ball going into the 50. gives away, which wasn't much in it, but they reverse the ball round, they go down and score. So
yeah, and look, I'm not going to rag on the umpiring tonight. I actually think it was quite good across the board. There was a couple here and there, like his Wingard ran too far. He didn't run too far. That's crap. But other than that, I thought the umpiring was pretty fair across the board. So now Linda Matrevsky says can't talk. So sorry, Linda, I get it, but don't worry, we'll do all the talking for you. Isn't that right, Chris?
It is. That's our opportunity to let off some steam and try and recover from these things. That's just disappointing. It really is.
So Linda also wants to know how can we miss 10 easy as set shots? How? What happened to our goal kicking, mate?
Daniel Howe kicked his goal. Don't worry about that.
I don't think she was referring to
no, I was trying to be funny. Yeah, it was pretty ordinary. It just happened.
The young blokes had the yips.
And I think it sort of sets in. It's a mentality thing. And once you start missing, it sort of sinks into the rest of the team. It is a hard thing to turn around. So,
yeah.
Early misses really hurt.
So Jack Payne wants to know lack of leadership.
Yes, and that's what I was saying. Like, when they had momentum, you really need someone to stand up and make a big play, make a big tackle, take a big mark, and just, turn that momentum around.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, we didn't have it. Look, Jack Gunston always inserted himself into it. Bruce tonight was outstanding.
Yes, he was,
he's really becoming a leader in my eyes of that team, of this current team. He's standing up, and when he's around the ball, he's making things happen. I'd even argue that he's playing better than I've probably ever seen him play this season.
He makes some very good decisions and just executes so often. I think even that little incident on the wing where he was out of position, managed to get the ball and got the handball out, it was just, winning a ball that he should never have won. It's just, so good.
Yeah. It's anyway. Look, that's one of the bright things that I saw come from that. Jack Gunston was outstanding as well. I thought he played a really hard game. And again, he shows a lot of leadership. Down back, I really enjoyed our new recruit, Hartley and Michael Hartley. So, again, he's looking better than Frawley to me at the moment. Like, if Frawley doesn't come back and Hartley has his spot, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, he seems really confident within himself. He's kicking just great. Like, when Frawley gets the ball, I sort of cringe a little bit. Like, is this going to be turned over? But
which way is going to go? Yeah,
Hartley's kicking is amazing. I'm really confident when he gets the ball.
Yeah, and Frost as well. Frost is just rock solid. Works his backside off, and he creates play. So I'm so impressed with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes like a cult favorite for us, like Spanger was.
Yep. So he's typically giving up a few kilos, 5-10 kilos on his opponent. So he really does a great job to, break even or win his contests.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Linda said I pronounced her surname well, so that's a win for me, Chris.
It is. Yeah. If she's listened to you pronounce other people's surnames, yep.
So now Andrew Everett's saying smashing the centre clearances and Sard was left in the clear too often. Absolutely. I wasn't paying attention to the Sard side of things, so I can't comment on that. But certainly the clearances, man, it's like I thought, oh God, we got a stoppage. We're going to lose it again, and they just got so much momentum from the clearances, and it's like our boys could do nothing.
Yeah, the commentators actually mentioned that at one stage in that third quarter or fourth quarter, saying that at the centre bounce clearances, they didn't even have an Essendon player on the defensive side. They set up to attack and they just backed themselves in, and that's the confidence that they had with the momentum. Whereas we had our defensive player behind the ruck contest, and really we needed it because they were smashing us.
Yeah. Now, Clint Joseph's just given us a bunch of angry and crying emojis, and we're with you, Clint.
Yeah,
we feel the same way. Half time, mate, I was sitting there and I'm like, Oh, this is great. I'm really looking forward to talking about it tonight and how great these young blokes are and how refreshing it is. And they just rolled over the top of us. Yeah.
I did send a cheeky message to one of my Bombers mates and said, "Oh, I think our seconds team will knock you off this week." And I was looking forward to backing that up, but unfortunately they rolled us.
Yeah. So Tim Patton saying, well done to Mitchell, Warps, Cousins, McAvoy and CJ. All can hold their heads up high. Absolutely, Tim. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, Cousins has been fantastic, hasn't he?
He has.
But, Warple, we're lacking goal-kicking midfielders, and he had a few shots on goal. So I'm really pleased that he found a way to, be attacking and hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, because our forward line has just been so crap this season, at least more than half of our goals are coming from our midfielders at the moment.
Talking about that crap forward line, Tim O'Brien, how did you rate him today?
He started off well, finished poorly. Yeah. So he took 2 marks. One of them was contested, and I'm like, hello, look out. Then he goes to kick a goal and he misses it. It's like, oh, come on, Tim.
Yep.
So look, to me, he's not a forward. I'd have him down back. I put him down back.
He may have gone down back for a little bit of the game. Yeah, it's just so hard. Like I think he's been at the club for long enough that he's had his chance, and we need to make a decision at the end of the year.
Yeah. So now Clint Joseph said McAvoy played his guts out. I thought McAvoy was brilliant.
He took so many contested marks down back. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and he kept Danaher quiet there for a while, and Danaher's too good a player to keep quiet for too long, and he got off the leash a little bit, but I thought he played exceptionally well against him when he was on him. So yeah, now Lisa's saying the only good thing about this year will be fingers crossed we can pick.
Yes. So, well, did someone mention? I forget where we are. Third round, number 3 pick. Is that what we're looking at the moment?
At the moment, I can't see us getting any higher than third last, mate, on the ladder.
We did have an easy run home, so I'm not sure who we're looking at in the next few rounds. But yeah, we could pick up an extra few wins
But mate, there aren't any easy games. Adelaide is the only easy game, and at the moment, I still don't even. Now I'm questioning whether we could actually beat Adelaide. I reckon Adelaide.
Didn't Adelaide push someone the other week? Last week?
Yeah. And this is the thing. I reckon Adelaide would come up against us and go, oh, this is our chance to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's where I think that we're at the moment. So I'm not going to be overly confident if when we play against them. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it. So Andrew Everett said father, sons, and academy picks will take a lot of early picks. Then after that, it's a raffle. And this is what I've been saying, Andrew, for the last 3-4 weeks is that, if we go down the bottom, we get these these better draft picks, but it's going to mean nothing because at least the first 10 or 15 young blokes are accounted for through academy and father-son. So
pick 3, it just means, like Linda said, we really need to nail it. I mean, our first pick last year was Will Day at 13. Nailed that one. As long as they can make the most of that pick and get the best person that's going to suit what we're missing. I don't know whether that's forward, ruck, back. I don't know, mid. I don't know where they're going to go this year, Hawthorn.
Yeah, we need a forward, mate. We need a young forward like a Buddy or a Ruffy. Build that bloke up over the next 5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say they take a few years to develop. Are we better off recruiting a forward like Jeremy Cameron's had an ordinary year? Can we pinch him and then recruit a mid or something? I don't know.
But we're not looking like a destination club at the moment, would you think?
We're not, but I think there's a bit of money in the arsenal, so it depends. Who knows what we're going to do.
Maybe. Look, there's been a lot of talk about Jeremy Cameron going to Geelong, though. So next season, I think he'll stay there, and I think it's good for footy if Jeremy Cameron stays at GWS as well, except unless he comes to Hawthorn. So I'd be okay with that.
And then who else? Who's the Kangaroos? The big fella down forward. He's had an average season as well. And
Ben
Ben Brown, I think he'd be a fantastic pickup. Like, he is so big and solid, leads at the ball really well. I think he'd be a great fit for us if we could snag him.
You would have him. He's just but to me, he's one-dimensional. Anytime we play him, we shut him down.
No. I'd have him any day of the week.
Okay. You reckon we could take him and make him better?
Doesn't need to be made better. He just needs to get back his old form. He nearly won the Coleman 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that was last year, actually. Yeah. So just this year, he's had a terrible year.
Yeah.
But a lot of players could say that about this season as well.
And Kangaroos, and not exactly, giving him a lot of ball either.
Yeah. So. True. Let's see. So Anthony, Anthony's saying in the last quarter, maybe he needed to go into the back line. Yeah, maybe. So anyway, it's disappointing, and I don't know what to feel at the moment. Like I think I was stressed. I think I was just more stressed. Like my blood pressure was going out through the roof, and I'm like, it's just painful. But at the same time, Chris, it's kind of like I'm happy if we lose now because I want to get lower so we can get a higher draft pick.
Yes, it's a mental thing, isn't it?
Like I don't want to finish one.
If to describe it in a word, I'm probably feeling a bit numb. I'm not, overly upset because my expectations weren't high. I tipped the Bombers to win. But at halftime, I'm thinking, this is great. I'm loving this. We should really run away with this win. And then we all see in the second half.
Let me put it to the viewers, okay? If you think that we should, is it better for us to play the young blokes and have admirable losses, so we finish down the bottom of the ladder, or is it best that we throw everything at it and finish 9th? Right? If you think we should throw everything at it and finish as close to 8th or 9th as what we can, hit the like button for us. If you think that we should play the young blokes and have as many admirable losses as possible, hit the love heart for us. I want to see what you guys think about that. So
talking about that, what have we done this week? We managed Stratton, had a rest, an older player. Burgoyne had a rest, and there was someone else, was there? And where do we go? I just read, was it yesterday? Burgoyne wants to go on again. So good. Yes, I'm happy, but at the same time, he's taking a kid's spot, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, we were missing Burgoyne tonight. There's no doubt about it. Yep. So it looks like the Hearts have it, mate. Here, based on this, the Hearts are going through the roof here. Play the kids, go down the ladder. And so here's the other thing that I want to put out there. Are we, given that we're falling so low, we don't have many future prospects. Are we a destination club anymore?
Yeah, that's been my big worry for the last, 6 weeks or so, that it's going to be harder to recruit that big name player to come to a club at the bottom of the ladder. So Clarko can be pretty convincing, though, from what I've heard, as far as having his meetings with these players. So, we might be able to snag 1 or 2, and it might make the difference of us making the 8 next year.
Yeah. All right, so Seb Antonacci wants to know, did Hartley give his all and put his body on the line in the last 2 minutes? Thoughts?
I can't comment on that, as I wasn't really paying attention to his efforts.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that either, Seb. So I couldn't fault him, though. I didn't see anything that he missed. I thought he put himself out there as much as he could. So, but the last 2 minutes with him in particular, I think I started to zone off and walked off to go get some dinner.
Yeah,
so
I was setting up for the show. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I didn't see anything. Let us know what you think, Seb. I'll
go back and watch it. I'll try and put a comment in for you.
All right, so Scotty Williams says we need a capable forward, but think we need players that can deliver better to the forwards first and foremost, better midfielders or wingmen. So basically, we need all of them, just except our back line, is what he's saying.
Yes, better wingmen. I don't know. Smith's on the end of his career, I guess, but
Smith hasn't missed a beat, mate.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. That's what I'm saying.
He's got to get another year.
Yep.
He has to,
or his trade potential with a bit of currency. I don't know.
Yeah, look, if you'd have to think about the players that we've got and who would you move on. I'd keep Burgoyne, I'd keep Smith, I'd keep Gunston, and I'd keep Bruce.
Bruce, yeah, yep.
McAvoy? I'd keep McAvoy. And
Sicily.
I reckon Sicily, absolutely. Sicily's the fabric of the team. So,
absolutely. Currency's just dropped after doing an A, hasn't it?
Absolutely. But, Stratton, unfortunately, I think this is his last season, Stratton. So it certainly would be his last season as captain. And apparently there's rumours he's gone and bought a property over in WA so he can move back there.
Yes, I was just about to mention that. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Stole you.
No, that's right. No, that's all right. We're sharing, we're caring. It is a rumour, but, if it's true and he's bought a property there, it's sort of talking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's saying things, yeah.
We can speculate it.
It's a matter of how Hawthorn can get the most out of it, because I don't know where you might third round pick, second round. I don't think he's going to get much.
Who's this?
Strats.
If we traded him, we'd get a fourth round pick for him, mate. Yep. I can't see us getting anything above third round pick. So if we were to trade him, and I don't think he'd want to go play at another club either. So now Aaron Bradley saying, where was it? Sorry, Andrew Everett saying, you're right, Brad, wins aren't good for us now. So thank you, Andrew. By the way, if you ever want me to tag you, read out your comment, just say something nice about me or disparaging about Chris. But Aaron Bradley saying that wasn't an admirable loss. So I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably wasn't. But I don't know. There was glimpses throughout it. So I'm not angry at them that they didn't win, because Essendon's clearly a better side. And Essendon, if anything, they should be a top 6 team. Yeah. Right? They just can't get their crap together this year.
Last week was an admirable loss. They played their hearts out. This week they just didn't, play that second half the same as the first. So it was disappointing. Yeah, probably didn't mean as much as what it should have. We really should have won. Yeah, we should have. Not an admirable loss when you should have won. Yep.
And plus, I just hate losing to Essendon.
Yeah,
so that makes it doubly worse, right?
I really wanted to text a few Essendon supporters. I held back during the game, which was a good thing. Otherwise, I'll be paying for it now.
Well, look, I did text my mate throughout the week, Clint, and he said, you guys are going to smash us this week. And I said, no, we're not.
Yep.
No, we're not. You're going to win. It's okay. And so when they started coming back, I thought, yeah, they're just going to roll over us now. Because they are. They're just a better team than what we are right now. There's no two ways about it. And particularly because we're missing our two of our best players in O'Meara and Sicily, right? Yep. So it's and you can throw Burgoyne in there too.
Impey was out again, wasn't he? He did.
Oh, and Impey.
So yeah, we're missing lots of players, but. To be in that position at halftime, we shouldn't have lost that game. Yeah. Now
Linda's saying Stratton, Frawley, and Laters. I don't know who that is. So yeah, she's saying that they should go. Anyway, yep, I agree. So Sammy is chimed in. Looks like Hawks are lacking match fitness. Need to cotton wool our stars. Our star players for next year and play the kids from now on. Each player should get 2 to 3 games this year to see whether we keep them on the list or trade them out. Put the Q in the rack, Sammy. Yep. That's what it is. So play the young blokes and do our best not to win and get ourselves a nice high draft picks while we're at it.
Yeah, and then trade. We fell a bit short last week, and and then the five-day turnaround probably didn't help.
Yeah. Now, Richie's saying time's up for Shields, Strats, Poppy, Hendo, Nash, Glass, Minchington, and O'Brien. Yes. Shields, I don't know about Shields. Shields is solid. I don't agree with that one, Richie.
He's probably had a pretty solid year, if you ask me. He'd be in our top 10 best and fairest.
Yeah, so. Look, he should be the bloody captain, if anything. I mean, we all love Strats, okay? We get it. But the on-field leader really is Shields, particularly from the midfield.
Yep.
So no, that's the only one I wouldn't agree with. Richie is Shields. I think he's strong.
He's
but
very,
the rest,
very underrated.
Yeah, the rest, yeah, I'd agree. So, and you know who else is doing well is Connor Glass. So
you've turned the tables there, bro.
I have. I've turned.
Yeah.
He's been solid.
Yep.
But that being said, I still think he's a reserves player. He's been a solid player and he's handy, but I don't think he's got the talent to be a 100-gamer for Hawthorn.
Still room for improvement, mate. You've got to remember he's an Irish lad. He's still learning the game. He's getting better.
All right. So Aaron wants to know, so do we chase Bruce?
Is he on the market?
Yeah.
He is he? I
what do you reckon?
Him. And he's a good forward too.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be like a David Hale.
Yeah, pretty much. And it would be good because McAvoy, if you bloody played McAvoy forward, you could just rotate the two of them rather than putting them on the bench. Rest the ruckman down forward.
Yeah.
Yep, I'd happily do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Scotty Williams saying it looked like we put the queue on the rack for the second half.
Well, yeah.
It's like, hang on. Clarko was like, hang on, we're doing too well. We need to stop here because we don't want to win these games. So there's nothing more torturous in AFL than finishing ninth.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And
which is where we finished last season.
Or scraping in the 8 and having no impact. You may as well have just not made the finals at all.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, which is where Essendon has found themselves quite often. Anytime they've got into it. So Andrew Everett wants to know, did Clarko look a bit devoid of answers in the second half? He looked dejected to me. Yes.
Well, like I said, he moved McAvoy in the ruck to try and make that change and then impact that midfield blitz that they had on us. But even he failed after the week he had the week before. Like, yeah, we just didn't have the answers.
Look, where do you think Clarko's at, mate? He's looked every time he's in the box this season, and you see him on the TV, he looks angry and despondent, and he just doesn't look like he's enjoying it himself.
Well, I don't know if you've ever coached a team or not, but I've coached basketball, and even though it was kids, it's very frustrating when you can't impact the game the way you want to. So, and that looks like what's happening. He knows what he wants to happen, and it only takes an incident or two, and the game's changed. So,
it just seems like every game.
His press conferences have been pretty calm and relaxed, and that fills me with confidence that he's sort of okay. Because I think deep down he knows he hasn't got the team to win a flag. So,
yeah.
But at the same time, he's always vowed that he wouldn't leave the club in a bad position. So I think he wants to ride out the storm and hand over the reins in a better position than we are now.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I do question whether he'll stick around. That's all. I think he is the guy to do it, and I hope he stays around. I do think he needs to change something up. And whether that's in the recruiting department, whether it's how he's interacting with the players or whatever it is, I get the feeling that something needs to be changed up and dramatically. Either he needs to go back to his roots and be more hands-on, or he needs to make a change. That's what I feel like it's at. But again, as an outsider looking in, that's what I think at the moment.
In the back of my mind, I just think of how many coaches have taken over a team at the bottom of the ladder and then struggled for 2 or 3 years. Then they're out, the next coach is in, and it's just like, what a waste. I'd like him to stick around for the start of the rebuild.
Now, Clint is saying that Bruce is too slow. And Aaron's saying, no, Bruce cannot get around the ground. So
that's all right. If he's just playing in the ruck, he can just go between the 50-metre arc and let the other big boys deal with it at the other ends. And then when he's in forward, he stays inside the forward 50.
Clint saying, ask a Tiger supporter about finishing ninth. They were the masters at it, weren't they?
We know a few of them. Yeah, we'll leave them alone. They've got to stick on us at the moment.
Here we go. Scott's agreeing with you. 100% agree, Chris. Scrapping into the 8 to get knocked out first round doesn't help the team, or drafting might make supporters happy for a week. That's all. Yeah. Anytime we've got in the finals and we just scrape in and we lose, it's like, what's the point of it? So, yeah. Well, I don't know, mate. It's that was the week that was, and it was disappointing. It's a bit deflating. I feel just numb. I don't know what to think. Like, because I'm on one side, I'm happy about how these young blokes are coming along, and it's looking very exciting. Like CJ and Day and the Cousins and it's like and even Warple. It's like, oh look, there's future. The young blokes are doing well and they're taking the bull by the horns. And then it's just like, what's in store for us? And we're just in this weird twilight zone or grey area. It could go one way or the other.
I think we really need another solid tall, even if there's 2 of them. Like Mitch Lewis probably come in, I guess. Now Patton's out. Tim O'Brien probably stays for the rest of the year now. I don't know where else we go.
Get stuck with Tim.
I think that forward line structure without that extra tall really hurts us. So
yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and it was. I hope this has helped you, and it's been cathartic for you as what it has for us. But hey, we'll let the healing start and see what the fallout of it is, and I'll be interested to see what Clarko says in the post on the presser, the post game presser as well. So we're back next Thursday. Don't forget that follow us on Instagram. At where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
At _ Talking Hawks, is it?
I got to let the ticker come back through again so I can read it. Sorry. Follow us on Twitter on @talking_Hawks or Instagram @Talking Hawks. Facebook's obviously, if you're on here now, it's just Talking Hawks. YouTube's Talking Hawks. So even if you're not going to watch us on Facebook, if you could give us a like and follow on there, that'd help us as well, because then we can get up with the rankings and we can get more viewers that way. So which would be handy. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and go Hawks, and we'll be back. We'll see you on. We'll see you Thursday.
See you next week, guys.
See ya.